Hello, and welcome back. Yikes, it's been a while since I've uploaded. I'll explain why in a later date, but I hope you enjoy this video. So yeah, all my 5 viewers can enjoy this. Let's crack on. This guy on Good Morning Britain the other day of recording this came on and he said that we need to ban pets like cats and dogs in order to save the climate. Now, I didn't watch this debate live at the time, I just heard about it and then read the article afterwards, which just gives you the gist of it and just briefly covers what he was talking about. So, I thought I would give my opinion on it and do a bit of reaction to it. After all, it's a free country, only just though nowadays. So, this guy's first point was that a pet dog uses the equivalent of 2 households worth of energy a year.
Bullshit.
He says that there's scientific evidence and research to back up that claim, but I really find it hard to believe. You know, if it's true, fair enough, I'll hold my hands up, but I really find that hard to believe. Let's use a quick analogy here to sort of think about it. Say you've got a family of 4, 2 parents, 2 kids. Let's say they eat 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner. That's 12 meals a day. They're going to be drinking fluids. Say they shower once a day, once every other day. That's using water. Then they're going to be using appliances and gadgets in the house. TV, video game consoles, iPhones, iPads, laptops, cooker, kettle, straighteners, hairdryer, those sort of things. Then dad goes to work in his SUV. Then mum takes the 2 kids to school in her hybrid because she thinks a petrol mixed with electric propulsion is gonna save the planet. And now let's say there's a lonely middle-aged man, just him and his dog. He won't be using anywhere near the same amount of resources as say that family would, and let's be honest, how much more energy would be used in looking after a dog? You know, how much carbon would you be pumping into the atmosphere just by having a dog when you live on your own? I mean, what does a dog really need? Depending on the dog's size and weight, you know, a couple 100 grams of food a day, some water, harness and leash to take it for walks, couple toys and a bed, bath it once a month, once every couple months, a brush for grooming, and you're pretty much laughing. That's it. And of course, you know, regular trips to the vet for fleaing and worming. Yeah, so I don't believe dogs have that much of a carbon footprint, but if I'm wrong and they do, then fair play. But I would argue there's better ways to help the environment and combat climate change. I mean, I've had 2 pet Staffordshire Bull Terriers and I'm now training with my future guide dog, and if a law came out tomorrow, a rule came out that all dogs are now going to be banned, I think I would have a complete breakdown along with many other animal and pet lovers in this nation. You know, he's that concerned about the environment and climate change, but is he doing everything in his own life and lifestyle to actually make a difference and, you know, to do his bit? And here's where I'm gonna, you know, lose the views. Here's where people click off. The number one thing you can do to help the environment and help combat climate change is go vegan. Let me give you a few simple and alarming facts. England has an area of 50,000 square miles. 35,000 of those square miles are dedicated to agriculture and farming. That works out at around 70%. This is because the animals take up an immense amount of space. So all that land going for farming. Globally, if everyone went vegan, you would be using 65% less land. Think of the environmental and reforestation projects you could do with that amount of land space. Cows drink an immense amount of water. Depending on circumstances, like if they're dairy cow or pregnant, they can drink anywhere between 3 to 20 plus gallons of water. You know, here in the UK, when we have a hot summer, literally like every other year, they tell you on the news, don't have a shower for more than 2.5 seconds and don't use your hose pipe because we're running low on water. Well, most of your water's going towards animal agriculture. And finally, one of the worst things to come from One of the worst things to come from animal agriculture, as far as the environment is concerned, is oceanic dead zones. When toxins such as manure and other chemicals run off the land from farms into rivers, streams, and then the oceans. These toxins cause pollution in the water and also deplete the oxygen levels, known as hypoxia. This means that no life can survive in these areas. So, bearing those things in mind, if you think banning pets, driving a hybrid, and sticking a solar panel on the roof of your house is going to do anything for the environment, you need to reevaluate and think again. There's a lot more that humanity needs to do if we're going to combat climate change. Anyway, so I also found this out. A survey says that 70% of men would rather shorten their life expectancy than give up eating meat. Let me tweak that title for you. It should be 70% of men have a fragile, small little ego. I'm sorry, but it's true, and I was there once myself, when I was a little bit younger, in your late teens, early 20s. All you think about is drinking beer and eating steak, and that makes you macho. Another fact for you that kind of relates to that survey is that here in Britain, we are the fattest nation in the whole of Western Europe. So, what a title we've claimed. It seems that intrinsic meat and dairy, as part of that balanced diet, is doing nothing more for our nation than just making us overweight and subjecting us to health issues such as heart attacks, strokes and diabetes. Anyway, before I go, I'll give you 2 more climate and environment facts as well that I just remembered about animal agriculture. Cows produce more pollution per year than every mode of transport there is combined. So a cow will produce more methane and pollutant than a car, train, aeroplane, boat combined, because they produce methane, which is more pollutant and potent than carbon. And also 90% roughly of Amazon deforestation is dedicated in some way or another to animal agriculture. We are destroying the equilibrium of the land and the oceans, and we've got a nation of overweight people with illnesses, and it's all thanks to meat and dairy. Well, at least that's the predominant factor here. Not many people are gonna like everything I've just said in the last few minutes and gonna probably think I'm worse than that guy who wants to ban pets, but everything I've said is the honest to God truth, and I shall leave some information in the description below. Well, anyway, if you're still here on this video, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you in any of my future videos. Thank you.